Okay, we've got some updates for Spider-Man 4, and this is super exciting. Now, there's a rumor going around from the Cosmic Circus, which has a really good track record, that in Spider-Man 4, they will introduce a villain that has not appeared in a live-action film yet. Now, this is super exciting because Spider-Man has one of the best rogues galleries in all of comics, and in my opinion, he does have the best, but anyways, he's got so many different villains, and we've only gotten a handful of them in the movies. And there's some really good ones to choose from that we haven't seen already. And one of those villains is Mr. Negative, who you guys probably know from the Spider-Man PS4 video game. And the voice actor Stephen O. Young actually responded to this tweet and said, "What's a guy gotta do?" implying that he wants to play the role in live action. Then he also went on to say this. Now, I'm not going to read it all, but if you want to read it, make sure you pause the video. Basically, what he's saying is that he's been in the industry for a long time and he would love to play the role. He doesn't really have like any connections behind the scenes or anything to make this happen. He's just expressing interest. Now, I think Mr. Negative would be a fantastic villain for Spider-Man 4, especially because Feast was introduced in No Way Home and Aunt May was running it. And now she's dead, so someone's got to take up that responsibility, and I think it would be so cool if Martin Lee ended up being that person. And then can you imagine when Peter finds out that the person who's replacing his aunt at Feast is actually a bad guy? He's gonna take it very personally. So that's the first villain that we could see in Spider-Man 4. Now let's go ahead and talk about Scorpion. Because he was teased all the way back in the post-credit scene for Spider-Man Homecoming, and we haven't seen him since. And we also know that Vulture is in the same prison as Scorpion, and there's a lot of rumors going around saying that Michael Keaton will be returning in Spider-Man 4 as Vulture. It's not confirmed, obviously, but I think it makes sense. Due to Doctor Strange's spell, he now does not know that Spider-Man is Peter Parker, so he doesn't really feel any remorse or anything now. He wants to go after Spider-Man and kill him. And who's going to get Vulture and Scorpion out of prison? Well, I think Big Willie Wilson Fisk is, because he's rumored to be the main villain for Spider-Man 4. All the rumors are saying that he is going to be running for mayor and then he's going to become the mayor and outlaw superheroes in New York City. Now, this is going to be a fantastic story that's going to follow pretty closely to the comic book Devil's Reign. And I think this would work so well. Imagine he is trying to become the mayor, so he goes out and hires people to basically take down the heroes who won't listen to his law. So what if he goes and gets Vulture and Scorpion, maybe Mr. Negative too, who knows? And something else we could see is J. Jonah Jameson working with Wilson Fisk willingly or unwillingly. We'll have to find out. But in the comics, Mr. Jameson is one of the people who funded the Scorpion project for Matt Gargan to get that Scorpion suit, so I think this would be awesome. Imagine Triple J working with Kingpin on an anti-superhero campaign for the Kingpin. That would be so damn cool. And I really hope that the Scorpion's live-action suit looks similar to the Insomniac game, because I think that design is absolutely perfect. There's a lot of people saying that maybe parts of his tail could be made from one of Doc Ock's tentacles, which got chopped by the Green Goblin in No Way Home in the final battle. Maybe someone got a hold of the tech, maybe it was the Kingpin or someone else, and then they used that technology to make the Scorpion suit. That would be a good way to tie everything together. But yeah, I think that's the most likely villains for this movie. I definitely think Scorpion needs to be in this movie. Like, you can't tease him all these years ago and then just never bring him back. Plus, I think he's a really great villain to bring into a story like this. We could potentially be getting a Spider-Man and Daredevil team-up movie against Kingpin, Scorpion, and Vulture, and maybe Mr. Negative too. This would be amazing. Let me know what you guys think about this down below, and let me know what villains you would like to see in Spider-Man 4.